R1 Dave, Justin, and Alex. How you guys doing this fine Tuesday evening?
What's up, guys?
Doing great.
Yes, we've already started. We told you, Red Sox fan, new start time. We have an earlier start time now. It worked last week, so we thought we'd run with it and see how things go. Thank you again, everybody, for all the support y'all gave us on Saturday night's show. It was an awesome show. Don't forget, we will be live again on Thursday night talking about Impact and NXT. And then obviously Saturday night show, we will go in depth on our backlash picks, our predictions, who will win the title matches, and all that good stuff. Thank you, Jeffrey Cross, for these super hearts. We really highly appreciate that. If you don't mind, everybody, please share and share the broadcast on Periscope and Twitter, just in case some of these guys who follow us don't get these notifications, because I have been told that does happen from time to time. What's up, Architect, joining us? Truth and Loyalty, what's up? How you doing tonight? So let's jump right into tonight's Raw and to SmackDown Live. I think this might be a quick show tonight because I don't think anything memorable happened on either shows tonight. A couple of good matches here and there. But other than that, I think, these go-home shows lately for the past couple of months have not been that great going into a pay-per-view. So I'll go first with Alex. Your quick question before I run into the Raw show. After Raw and SmackDown go-home shows, since you are going to WWE Backlash this Sunday, did it get you any more excited for the show?
Not really Raw, per se. SmackDown more so. There's nothing like being a professional wrestling fan and seeing an event live, so I'm going to stay as positive as possible. Hope it's a good show. But no, not really. Backlash kind of seems like a throwaway pay-per-view. It seems like nothing really important is going to happen until after that pay-per-view is over.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people bickering on Twitter about how the storylines are very inconsistent. They're just all over the place. And I think after Sunday, we'll finally start seeing storylines put in place, because it is kind of hard where you have different guys on different shows. And feuds, such as Samoa Joe, Roman Reigns, and so forth and so on. These crazy troll people in here. I'm sorry for that disrespectful name that just came in here. That is just crazy, man. I can't block them, dude. It's like, I don't know. They have I don't know what they do where I can't block them. It's interesting. But anyways, let's open up Raw, where we had Roman Reigns come out to start the show. He said that the Greatest Royal Rumble ended in some controversy surrounding the outcome. Excuse me. Reigns says he won't make excuses and that he is the real Universal Champion, even after the ref from that match said it himself on Twitter. Reigns almost gets to his next point before Joe interrupts on the Titantron. He throws out some little promo again, basically saying that he failed everybody like he always does, which ended up being Jinder Mahal interrupting, coming down to the ring, leading to Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, who got quite a fan welcoming since they were in their home country of Canada and also of Montreal, who was a really rowdy crowd. Props to them. They were rowdy tonight and they were rowdy Monday night. We'll go with you first, Dave. What did you think of the opening segment of Raw with Reigns, Owens, Jinder Mahal, Sami Zayn, and then the promo that we got from Samoa Joe?
Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, hear you just fine.
All right. Yeah, I didn't care about Joe. Like, Jinder's going to get killed, but that happened. And we all knew it. I think you said it Saturday, Tony, that he's going to come out and say he got screwed and all that. So basically that's what happened. So Roman Reigns, thanks for watching. We appreciate it. But, yeah. And then it was awesome seeing Sammy get, yes, Owens too, but because Sammy has never really been in this spot. So I was happy for Sami Zayn to get this spot. Like, he got a huge pop. So yeah, I was happy for him. I didn't care about everything else that happened, but yeah.
Yes, I did forget to mention that Bobby Lashley and Strowman came down to help Reigns because they ended up all attacking Roman Reigns because they ended up all wanting to pretty much face him one-on-one in a match on Raw. They did end up making that a 6-man tag match for Raw later on that night.
And that really quick, that was just away. Oh, here comes two of your more popular guys, Strowman more than Lashley, obviously, to save Roman Reigns. Honestly, I was shocked it wasn't Rollins coming down there.
Yeah, and it seems like they're trying to keep Lashley and Strowman together. I'm not sure what the reason behind that is, but they seem like they're going to become some type of a tag team because they did announce, if you guys did not know, that Lashley and Braun Strowman will be in a tag team match against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn at Backlash. All right, Alex, your thoughts, opening segment of Raw.
Yeah, just echoing what Dave said, we kind of anticipated that that's how he would come out with. And I just want to point out Corey Graves just saying, whichever one's saying the same, well, hey guys, we're in a wacky country, wacky area, so people getting cheered will get booed, vice versa. But Roman Reigns getting booed is kind of constant. So it really, I really don't care for this. I'm just waiting to see if there's a heel turn down the road. I mean, I love Team Canada coming out, and yeah, like Dave was saying, Kevin Owens has been consistently awesome. But I think Sami Zayn's been outshining him recently. I think he's just been the best thing, one of the best things on Raw.
Yeah, definitely the heel turn definitely helped Sami Zayn so much. I'm not ignoring you guys. It's just multitasking. I got to figure out a way to put this iPad in the area. Anything else?
In terms of the whole Strowman Lashley thing, Budweiser just said what I was going to say. I guess it's just leading to most likely Lashley turning on Strowman. I of course I hate inconsistency, so Roman and Braun being in the same ring just
they did. I saw like someone put a picture out of April 30th of last year to this year, and it showed Braun Strowman killing Roman Reigns. I think
with the stairs,
with a staircase. And then a year later, he's there tag teaming with Roman Reigns and Bobby Lashley. It's crazy how things work that way. I have a question for you guys after I get Justin's comment on the opening segment of Raw.
Well, for me, the best part of the opening segment was Samoa Joe. I mean, I'm just getting tired of Roman Reigns. I'm hoping that they're realizing this experiment is just flatlining and going down fast. And hopefully they take him into a different direction. The heel turn is maybe what he needs to switch it up, I guess. As far as, Jinder coming out, we all know he was going to lose, whatever he was going to do. So it is what it is. I didn't really care for the opening segment.
Are they we'll go with Alex first. Are they currently killing Braun Strowman's character?
They were definitely before up to WrestleMania. I think they're kind of trying to get back on track. I mean, Braun's pretty much a babyface if that hasn't been made apparent, and hopefully with this I guess I'm assuming feud between him and Lashley, we could see him back on that track, especially with what Justin said. Roman's. I hope they realize Roman's is not working and they put someone else against Brock.
If you were to guess because they're teaming Lashley with Strowman. Mm-hmm. Eventually, one of them probably going to turn on each other.
Yep.
Yes, I know it does need trimming. The beard needs trimming. Who would you think turned on who? You think they would go with the Lashley heel turn, or do you think they would go with the Reigns heel turn?
I think
Strowman heel turn. Excuse me.
I think the Lashley turn makes more sense because if you guys, we'll talk about it later, but out of those 6 guys, Lashley kind of just felt like he felt like
out of place, kind of
get much attention, and you could hear the crowd's not really reacting to him.
Right. Dave.
Well, to the point of that, they were in Montreal last night, so Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, countrymen of Canada, so that could have had something to do with it as well. Would not really play into him, but yeah, I think it would be Lashley. I think it'd be Lashley turning on Braun because Braun is just super babyface, and about him killing. Are they killing him? His character. I mean, I get Vince would see it like, oh no, we're making him this super over babyface, so he's going to be a world champion, and then he's going to be your new Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, it's excuse me. I'm not sure what they're doing with Strowman. Last year, he was a monster who wanted to destroy everything, and now he's a humble big man who will team up with a 10-year-old kid and win tag team championships. Justin, what about you?
It's most likely going to be Lashley because, like you just said, they just had Strowman team up with the 10-year-old at WrestleMania, and that kind of started maybe to kill his character. I think they're building him back up a little by little, and we'll see what go happens from there. But yeah, Lashley will definitely be the one that turns on Strowman. Strowman is just too hot right now to turn heel.
Hey, what's up, Bliss? Welcoming to the show. Come on. We got Naito chants in here from Red Sox fan. Oh, God. Jesus. So, yeah, they also announced on tonight's show that it will be Mickie James versus Natalya, and Ronda Rousey would be at Natalya's corner, and Alexa Bliss would be in Mickie James' corner. We also had a rematch from last week's Raw where we saw Elias take on Bobby Roode. Dave, 2 minutes, quick thoughts on this match.
I didn't like it, and I thought it was kind of dumb how they did the whole he crushed his larynx type thing. I thought it was pretty stupid. Like, Alex was killing them left and right on Twitter about this last night, so he's more of the expert on this. But yeah, he looked like it hit his chest. So yeah, it was really kind of stupid, I thought. And Michael Cole, get off of Elias's dick, please.
Just get off a commentary, period.
Hey, laters, Chris. Yeah, I mean, the thing was with when Michael Cole, I don't know if it's him or if it's Vince McMahon or what, but when he is told to like someone, hey, thank you, Dr. Hughes. Appreciate super hard, dude. Appreciate that. When he is told to like someone, it's like it's unrelentless with the amount of love he gets them. It's Elias, and there's another one who he likes. Who else is it who he loves?
He used to love
Miz.
The Miz was another one.
Yeah,
I thought that
how he was with the Miz. I agree.
I mean, it's just unbelievable. It just kills. It makes you hate the guy. You know how Texas Kid comes in here and gives all the love to a certain guy, and it gets so annoying to where you hate the wrestler.
Sasha Banks too.
That's pretty much what Michael Cole is doing to Elias. He's not to that effect of me yet, but it's gonna get there eventually. What about you?
Cool, and just ruins it.
What about you, Alex? Your thoughts?
Real quick, Bobby Roode. I mean, I said this before. I'm worried for him. It's being apparent what they're doing, what they think about him. I'm hoping that these continuous losses, I hate to be a broken record, just leads to him becoming a heel, because what does he have to contribute as a face? He's just another guy. Obviously he was in Canada, so he got that response, but remember where he is elsewhere. So we'll see what happens, and don't even get me started on the whole crush larynx. As for Elias, he's consistently getting over and over. And it's clear that they have big plans for him. So we'll see. But absolutely annoyed with what they're doing with Bobby Roode.
Okay. And Justin, your thoughts? What about you?
Well, I mean, right now I couldn't care less about Bobby Roode. Everybody knows he needs a heel turn. He needs to get away from that entrance music, because that's all he is right now, is just purely entrance music. I mean, him as a wrestler, he's damn good as a wrestler, but his character right now just needs a major overhaul, heel turn or whatever. And as far as the match, like Dave said, he clearly hit his upper chest. He was nowhere near his throat. So the camera messed up on that angle or something, but that was just, you could tell he was nowhere near his throat.
Appreciate that. Yeah, and I just think that Bobby Roode is just, he's just stale, man. As a face, it just doesn't click. And when he was that asshole heel in NXT, it worked perfectly for him. That's who his persona, that's who his gimmick resembles, not some type of a face. And I get it. They're so worried about his entrance getting over with the fans. I think it's kind of past that point now. I don't think his entrance has the same aura or same fan reaction that it once did when he was in NXT.
Tony,
sorry, go ahead.
I'll just say really quick, Tony, me and you, we watched these things over and over, but we can also thank Gargano and Ciampa for this, because they kept doing those glorious bombs like crazy. And that really put this over to me even more, that song. So that really kind of made the song super popular, in my opinion. At least for me, anyway, because I started watching those glorious bombs.
Barry, what's up, dude? Yeah, it's night and day with Bobby Roode. When he was in TNA and when he was with NXT, this dude was absolutely a monster as a heel. I mean, this guy couldn't do no wrong. And then they move him to the main roster. They have him turn into some smiley, glorious guy, and it's just not feeling the same anymore. It's just we need that evil side of Bobby Roode that we saw in NXT and that we saw in TNA. It's just not working.
Especially when he was in Fortune in TNA.
Yeah, it just seems like he's more comfortable as a as a heel, as a bad guy, as an asshole.
One last just real quick.
Go ahead.
So, so everyone is saying, oh, but Bobby Roode is nothing but an entrance. They can't turn him heel because of his entrance song. I disagree. If you guys go back to, I've only known Bobby Roode since NXT. So if you go back to that, yes, his entrance was a big part of him, but his gimmick fed off that perfectly. What face actually thinks of themselves as glorious? No, a heel does that. When he comes out, he basks in it. He doesn't cater to the crowd. He feels that he's above everyone. So
exactly,
when the bell rang, he showed that he was the embodiment of that entrance song in a good way. But now as a face, yeah, he's just a guy as an entrance song.
Exactly, and that's why they need to do something with him and something fast, because he's going to be he's going to be lost in the card. You're not going to be seeing him very often. He's going to be
the Bailey of the men's division, basically.
Like what Dave says, when wrestlers pretty much drop down, he's going to be on main event soon. Bobby Roode will be on main event soon.
Oh God!
Well, this is typical Vince McMahon. He's making the guy, because he was in big star in TNA. He's making him eat shit and just freaking take his punishment. And then Vince McMahon's famous for going to beat you, bring you back up. But we'll move on.
I believe, are you controlling the chat room on YouTube, Alex?
Yep, I'm back and forth.
Yeah, it's on now, Mass Fan. It should be good to go on YouTube. We should be good. Thank you for the viewers watching on YouTube. Again, thank you guys for joining us on this Tuesday evening. Thank you for Dr. Huge for giving us those super hearts. Don't forget to check him out. I think I'm not sure your schedule, but he's live pretty much throughout the whole week. So give him a follow. He's a cool guy. Congratulations to him for making the VIP. Congrats on that, man. Hard work finally paid off. So congratulations on that. Let's move on to what happened next, which was probably the match of the week so far, which was Ruby Riott taking on Sasha Banks. And boy, good golly almighty, was this a good match. And I said it last night, and I'll say it again. Ruby Riott is the best women's wrestler on the Raw roster, period.
Oh, by far.
I don't think there's anyone who could – it's close for me to even say that she's the best women's wrestler on the roster itself. She really impressed me last night, and she's impressed me the last couple of weeks. There's nothing really to me that she does wrong. She's good on the mic. She puts out really good matches. And especially last night with her and Sasha Banks was another really good one. And Sasha Banks, I think, took the loss, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
And with the help of the Riott Squad, of course. Alex, your thoughts of the Ruby Riott and Sasha Banks match?
Yeah, great match. If there weren't if I'd gotten a little bit more time, I would have put that up there with the main event from last night. But definitely a good match. These two had great chemistry. Ruby, I guess really the main takeaway is Ruby Riott. Wasn't really a big on her in NXT, but ever since her showing with Charlotte at Fastlane, I think I've been getting more and more impressed with her, and she's owning it. She's getting crisp in the ring. She's more confident on her execution with promos. Yeah, creative sometimes writing wise doesn't give her a lot to go with, but at the same time, it still works. And Red Sox fan, if everyone had their opinion set from the beginning, nothing will progress in professional wrestling. It's all about being proven wrong. So I'm fine with being on the bandwagon. Yeah,
and like you said, I agree with you 100%. In NXT, I wasn't really too high on her, but then they move her to the main roster and you actually give her an opportunity to kind of shine, and she's done very well. And I've admitted I'm an Alexa Bliss fan, but I've never said in this chat or on this show that the Alexa Bliss is the best women's wrestler on the roster. So I don't even want to hear that from a Red Sox fan.
Going nowhere.
Exactly. And I thought the match last night was really good. What about you, Dave? Ruby Riott, Sasha Banks last night.
Sasha Banks I could do without so much because she's getting so just so boring on Raw. She should have left and went to SmackDown because she needs a refresh of that character so bad. So do a lot of people. But Ruby Riott, I think what it is with her, she brings a different style to the women's division that you don't see. Like, her style is a lot different. It's more like I don't know, it's hard to explain it, but her style is completely different. It's not the same. I guess it's more of a brawler style to the women's division that we don't see. And that's what's fun about it. Yeah, I thought the match was pretty good. I did like Ruby winning, and glad she got that big spot. And one person I hate not really liking this match is Coach. When just shut up. Match of the night. Match of the night. Match of the night. It's like, oh my god, this 6-man tag is match of the night. It's like, dude, shut up.
Gentleman Coachman loves his job. He loves his job. What about you, Justin? Thoughts of the match last night? It's boss time, right? It's boss time.
I always tweet that, so you know how I feel about Sasha. But yeah, I'm getting tired of that boss time bullshit. But yeah, as far as the match itself, you could even say that this is probably Ruby Riot's best match since she's been moved up to the main roster.
I'll give you that.
That's how good it was. She's gotten better week in and week out on the microphone and in the ring. So we all know she can go. And, of course, Sasha, she can go too. So Sasha took the loss. And I'm just tired of this Sasha and Bayley feud. I wish this shit would end. So
it's boss time, everybody. I wonder if he's told to say it's boss time a certain amount of times, because my goodness gracious.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I can get behind Ruby Riot. I mean, the Riot Squad going after Nia Jax.
It's boss time, Mike Drop, just in case you didn't remember. It's boss time. My God. It's like, it's either boss time, the network is $9.99. If you subscribe now, it's free.
The big dog.
Oh, yeah. It's just like, oh, yeah, the big dog. This is his yard now. My word of the hour. I mean, goddamn. Like, the fucking follow on Raw. It's like, come on now. Jesus.
The 3-man commentary team has just been, and maybe Cole is at the base of it, but it's just been god awful.
It's Rainmaker time. Get the fuck out of here. After that, we had our 6-man tag match, which was Reigns, Bobby Lashley, Braun Strowman taking on this badass group of Jinder Mahal, and then awesome Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Not really much to say about this. I mean, the obvious winners were Lashley, Reigns, and Strowman. I think you all knew who was going to win out of that 6-man tag. And then also, Kevin Owens takes the pin from Strowman.
I was surprised at that.
You knew the fans weren't going to be too happy about that. But I thought, all in all, the 6-man tag match wasn't too bad, even though it was highly predictable. Your thoughts, Justin, of the 6-man tag match?
Yeah, like you said, it was highly predictable. We all knew who was going to win. And I was really surprised that Owens took the pin. I think even Dave said yesterday we were all pretty sure that Mahal was going to take the pin. But, of course, there's that hometown curse, so.
If you're wrestling in your hometown, you're more than likely, unless your name is fucking Undertaker, you're gonna lose. So yeah, it's gonna happen. Even if your name is The Undertaker, as long as your name is The Undertaker, you'll never lose in your hometown.
Well, he's from parts unknown, so you don't really wrestle there.
Shawn Michaels found that out the hard way, didn't he?
Well, see, Shawn Michaels doesn't mind losing.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, he's for putting people over. That's all he does.
Exactly. What's up, PW Universe? Hey, welcome to the show. All right, Dave, your thoughts on the 6-man tag match?
Well, we'll find out all about Shawn Michaels wanting to put guys over tomorrow night on the WE Network for $9.99. Something else to wrestle with is doing a Shawn Michaels episode, in case people want to tune in.
It's going to be the greatest episode ever.
That's right. The highest rated, the most viewed.
Talk about ratings, man.
Yep.
Those Shawn Michaels on anything. I see what you're saying, Red Sox fan. You're just adding fuel to the fire at our match. When we have our match, you're going down, and I'm gonna bury you.
Yeah, but 6-man tag, the match is good, but we all figured, they were. I thought, like I said, like Justin said, I thought Jinder might take this pinfall. Kevin Owens had to take the pin. But, I mean, some great spots in this match. I mean, Braun Strowman, man, going out there, running outside the ring, knocking everyone down, that was crazy repeated times. That was nuts. But, yeah, I mean, everyone looked good in this match. I mean, one thing I hated that Graves kept saying over and over about Sami Zayn's vertigo. I mean, oh, my God. It's like, we got – I think it was Coach. Nothing against Coach, but I'm just saying, I think it was Coach saying, it's going to hurt his vertigo because he got punched in the face. Now, Isn't vertigo something that happens on heights?
No, vertigo is just a sensation inside your head that everything is spinning.
You lose your equilibrium.
Yeah, that's the reason why Sami Zayn was not at the greatest Royal Rumble, everybody, is because he had vertigo. So that is why he was not at the greatest Royal Rumble. Just remember that for future reference. But overall, what did you think of the six-man tag? Good, bad, so-so?
It was good.
Okay. Alex, your thoughts?
It was an entertaining match. I mean, the crowd was hot. I love how Jinder's the only Canadian to get booed in Canada. Hey, props to him for healing it up. What can I say? But apart from that, yeah, I mean, Braun Strowman has one of the most exciting hot tags in the game. And, you know, I hope after Backlash we see something different with KO and Sami, man. I mean, they are consistently, easily one of the best, if not the best things going on Raw. And just their treatment the last 2 weeks have just been frustrating to see. So hopefully this is leading to Lashley turning on Strowman, KO and Sami get a win, and I can mark out Sunday.
Yes, Bob Ruski, we will be touching on that on Saturday's show for sure. That is this insane stuff that Davari is getting right now. Don't forget, everybody, we will be live Thursday and Saturday night this coming week, talking Impact Thursday and NXT, and then Saturday will be our Backlash prediction show. Don't forget, our man Alex will be there live in person, enjoying the show. So follow him. He'll probably be live tweeting if you can, taking pictures and stuff like that. So
Brandon.
Okay, he's also going to do beat scoping as well. I haven't watched SmackDown since I'm at work. How was it? Ugh, throwaway show is exactly what it was.
Yeah, I don't want it.
I'm not ignoring your comments. All right, next we had Baron Corbin take on No Way Jose. And I may be the only one on this group, and I put it on Twitter. I like No Way Jose, man.
Same.
I like No Way. And I'm not going to lie. His song makes me want to move. I like it. I like his song. I don't mind him too much. I know people probably hate him, but I enjoy No Way Jose. He just, when I see him, he does probably what he's supposed to do. Put a smile on his face, makes you laugh. But he took on Baron Corbin last night, and with the help of Titus Worldwide, of course, because he made fun of Titus for tripping, he loses to No Way Jose. So Baron Corbin went from SmackDown Live from battling for the U.S. title, and
he's a joke again.
So now losing to No Way Jose. You're absolutely correct. I cannot. We'll go with Justin first. Baron Corbin, No Way Jose. Any quick thoughts on this?
Well, first of all, when No Way Jose's song comes on, I say, "Go away, Jose."
Oh,
so yeah,
Yeesh.
But yeah, I mean, the match is what it is, and we all, at least I kind of thought that Titus was going to get involved since we saw them in the segment right before the match came out. How he was talking to Renee Young in the back, and then Baron Corbin interrupted him. So that kind of planted it there that he was going to come out during the match. So I was just interested to see, are they going to let him trip again? But of course, he got onto the rope and tripped that way, which was kind of funny. And then there you got Baron Corbin laughing at him, and he got rolled up and lost. So.
Yeah, it was just a simple building a feud between Baron Corbin and Titus O'Neil. That's all. Dave, your quick thoughts?
My thoughts on No Way Jose and Corbin.
Yes. Yeah, there you go.
I'm a big fan. I know it's shocking because I used to like guys like this who don't really offer much, but I don't really like that either. But man, No Way Jose is doing it. I like him. I'm glad he beat Baron Corbin. Because man, boy, good for him. I love the Congo line they do. That was great. That song gets into your head and stuck in your head. I hope it gets stuck in Justin's heads now.
Yeah.
Never.
What's up,
yeah, hey, good for Jose. I'm glad he won.
I ain't showing no moves, man.
Obviously, we're going to Corbin and Titus O'Neil feud now after that Rumble thing, but good for No Way to get a win like that. I'm glad for him. I like him. He's entertaining as hell. He has charisma. He's fun to watch. He's happy. He brings energy. So There you go.
He gets the crowd going, man. Like when you're in those 3-hour Raws, you need something like that to kind of get you going. And he brings it. He brings it. He doesn't mind he's a gimmick. He doesn't mind that. He likes who he is, and it works out for him. Happy don't get you titles. Yeah, absolutely correct, Bob Ruski. He's one of those guys that probably will never win a title. You're correct on that. Alex, your thoughts?
I echo what you guys feel about No Way Jose, and for the people viewing, if you want to see real moves, why don't you ask the one color guy in the co-host group? I got rhythm, don't worry. And
there you go. Ask Alex. He'll throw some moves out there.
I have to be drunk first.
Oh, that's all sober, man. Trust me. In terms of Baron Corbin promo, what can I say? What can I say? I'm serious. The guy who wrote the Baron Corbin, well, there's an echo on someone's side. The guy who wrote Baron Corbin's promos on SmackDown moved to Raw with them because it was just bad. It was just so robotic and bland, and he was trying to do this. Oh, I don't care, crowd. Do whatever you want. Go ahead, lay it on me. Like that's like one step away from just breaking down and crying. Like it doesn't make him look badass. He just sounds so unnatural, and I really don't. I get it. He's tall. He has that football and boxing background, but I don't see what Vince sees in him. Like I just don't. I don't see him as a main eventer. I see him as a future endeavor.
Really quick, Alex. You know what else was funny about this? Is that the promo was so bad, even his hair started to leave.
Yeah, he needs haircut for men. Like seriously.
Yeah, I agree with Bob Ruski. I was gonna actually say that I think Cash has gotten better.
We'll touch on
both aspects other than Baron Corbin on Baron Corbin's side at wrestling and on the mic. Zero, we started at 10 Eastern, right when SmackDown went off the air. So again, thank you guys for joining us here on Periscope and on YouTube as well. Thank you, everybody. I think I got everybody's thoughts on the Baron Corbin match. So the next match was the main event, everybody. The main event last night was obviously the Intercontinental title match rematch.
You skipped the women.
Oh, I did skip the women. I am so sorry. I forgot about the women. It was Mickie James with Alexa Bliss at ringside taking on Natalya with Ronda Rousey at ringside. I mean, there's not really much to touch about this match. Alexa Bliss tried to get involved, which did lead to Ronda Rousey chasing Alexa Bliss around the ring. I was just waiting for one of them to bust their ass running around that ring. Mickie James ends up getting the win, I believe. Yes, she gets the win.
No,
I'm sorry.
Natalya won, yeah.
And then she attacked Natalya afterwards with a knee shot. So I'm not really sure what they're doing. I mean, this is just. I mean, at least we're getting Rousey on TV, I guess. But this is what we're gonna probably get from Rousey for the next couple of weeks.
Oh yeah, and the Moment of Bliss segment also. You forgot.
Yeah, the Moment of Bliss. I hope, and I bet Red Sox fan loved the Moment of Bliss segment. I'm sure that was his favorite part of Raw. I enjoy those Moment of Blisses. I hope she can. I don't think it'll continue after Backlash. I think it's going with her feud with Nia Jax, but I don't know. What do you guys think of this? What do you guys think so far of Ronda Rousey being on Raw? We haven't really seen her get too physical, other than the altercation with Stephanie McMahon, a little bit with Mickie James. She hasn't had a match yet, but I think we all expected her not to have a match yet on Raw until probably the pay-per-view. What about you? Are you satisfied so far, Alex?
I mean, yeah, she's definitely given the performance and everyone and the response you got from WrestleMania has kind of gone down. Obviously, they're waiting for things. Not really interested now. I know we're all expecting Rousey versus Natalya, but I want to see Rousey versus Mickie James.
They're saving her matches for on Raw until she does it. Yeah, well, she is supposed to. What I've been hearing is that they're supposed to have Rousey and Mickie James face off on the European tour.
Yeah.
So if you know how they do it, if we don't see it, it never happened. So they're gonna probably do that. So we'll probably see highlights of that on WWE Twitter or on Twitter itself. So yeah, we'll see how she does against Mickie James. Anything else about last night's match? Negative, positives, anything?
Did nothing for me. Before Rollins and Balor, I was kind of checked out. I mean, the Moment of Bliss I thought was great because she took what last week and now made Nia into the bully, and you would think that with someone else it would look so unconvincing. With Bliss, just pull it off perfectly.
Yep.
Don't you agree, Red Sox fan?
Oh, I'm sure. Like I said, Red Sox fan even said in the chat this was his favorite segment was the moment of bliss.
And it was yep. There you go.
What about you, Dave? Anything out of last night? Your thoughts on Rousey so far?
Yeah, the match was mediocre, but the thing I want to touch on is Rousey. I actually liked what she did out there. I'm glad she's on Raw every week. It seems like it's interesting now, building to the story. But to me, if this is how you brought Ronda in all along, I think there would have been less, maybe me, criticizing her in-ring work to start off. You brought her in as like a bodyguard, or like Chuck Norris did back in the day at a Royal Rumble or WrestleMania, where you watching someone's back from interfering, and it's like it would have been, to me, that's how you should have brought her in, watching someone's back, like Natalya or someone like that, and then slowly progress her in the ring, not like rocket strap her straight to the top. But yeah, I mean, I like this version how they did it. I think you could slowly build even a tag match down the line. Hopefully we get a tag match with these four, maybe, after Backlash sometime. But, yeah, I like how they are using Ronda, and she's showing up every week, unlike a certain beast from Minnesota.
Don't you mean Canada?
Yeah, it's from
Where?
Canada. Yeah, I think so now. What about you, Justin? Justin, what about you? Quick thoughts on the match and Ronda Rousey.
Well, honestly, I did what you did last week. I fell asleep. So the last thing I remember is I remember the moment of bliss, and I kind of remember Ronda Rousey and her running around the ring, and I checked out. I was done after that. I fell asleep. I don't remember anything after that.
That shows you how good Raw was last night. Last 2 weeks. Last week, Raw made me fall asleep.
Yeah.
And this week's Raw made Justin fall asleep. So it shows you how great Raw has been the last couple of weeks since the whole Superstar shakeup. We also had Alex's favorite spot of the night, which was McIntyre and Ziggler in a closet of sorts. The whole roster, they should be afraid of it. And I'm telling you, that promo was really good. Regardless if they didn't have McIntyre on the show, if they had a promo with him in some kind of storage unit. I thought the promo they laid out was really good and intimidating. Gets you kind of scared of this team. You don't know what's going to happen. Alex, your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of waiting for McIntyre to show up all night, and yeah, we got a selfie from him. It was good. The way that McIntyre was like holding the phone, it made him sound like it made him look even more gigantic.
Yes, right. I was about to see. Ziggler looked like a damn dwarf compared to McIntyre.
I did see it on YouTube. I watched it on YouTube.
McIntyre is humongous.
They literally looked like a club, like a couple at the club with a selfie. Ziggler was like straight hair. I was like, but I mean, yeah, clearly they don't have any until after.
Dave, your phone's messing up.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I know. I was just saying clearly that, obviously they don't have plans for McIntyre and Ziggler until after Backlash. So, yeah, we'll see. I'll be looking forward to that.
Yeah, and I think we're a little bit kind of harsh in a way on these past couple of Raws and SmackDown because, to their fairness, we haven't had the full shakeup yet. We're still getting these cross feuds, which I think are absolutely stupid because we all know that that Rollins isn't going to lose the title. We know, Jeff Hardy could. It's a possibility. But these little cross rivalries, we kind of know who are going to win for the most part. And that's why I don't really care for them. But we're being a little bit critical on Raw when we haven't seen these full shakeups yet. So until then, I think we got to give them a little bit of a leeway. But, yeah, we'll see. Dave, your thoughts? Drew McIntyre promo? Anything?
I must have.
What?
Huh?
I missed it.
Oh, you missed it. Okay. All right. Gotcha. All right. So let's go to the main event, which was Seth Rollins, Finn Balor IC title match. Finn Balor hopefully getting his last chance at the IC title because I'm not necessarily tired of him wrestling, but I guess I am tired of them wrestling. It's just kind of old now. I want to see Rollins move on to someone else. But a hell of a match last night. This match was really good. The Falcon Arrow reverse by Balor was awesome. The whole match was great. Rollins does end up taking the win. Goes on to Sunday to face Miz in a rematch from WrestleMania in some sorts for the IC title. And I remember a 2018 hit and Balor was doing good things. And I was like, oh shit, we might see something new from Balor. 2017, Balor was in no man's land pretty much the whole 2017. Maybe something new is happening. It's same old, looks like with Finn Balor. They have no seemingly confidence in Balor at the moment. Since he got that injury, being the champ with Rollins in that match, I think everything with him has just gone downhill. Not sure what's wrong, not sure what's up, but Justin, I'm sorry, you did not see this. You fell asleep.
Nope.
Dave,
Yep.
your thoughts of the main event last night and with Rollins retaining the title?
Yeah, I'm kind of with you, Tony, on this. I'm just so sick of Balor and Rollins. I mean, yes, the match was good. Yes, of course it's going to be good. Just like we knew when Sheamus and Cesaro were fighting each other every freaking week. We knew their matches were going to be good. It's just sick of seeing the same two guys over and over. And I guess the match is probably the best match of the night, but I just didn't care. I was so sick of it.
Wow. All right. Heated remarks from the Bizarre One Dave. All right. Are you enjoying Seth Rollins as your IC champion though?
I mean, it would be nice to go after, like you said, after the shakeup. It was nice seeing him kind of put out an open challenge for the IC title, but we all knew he was going to win. He's got to face The Miz. Or they going to turn into a triple threat match? I mean, I guess he's doing okay. I mean, he's no Miz because I think Miz did really well with it, but I don't know. He's only been champion for a short time, so we'll have to wait and see.
Hearing these super positive comments from Dave about The Miz is just weird. Because for a while, the Bizarre One was not a Miz fan at all.
And well, stay tuned.
And he's on the Miz choo-choo train, so to speak, and it's pretty crazy.
Train, but yeah,
I hate that outfit. I hate his new outfit. I just hate it.
Yeah, I don't think anybody likes the samurai. Has anybody seen it reminds me, I don't know why, but it reminds me of when the Ninja Turtles went back in time and when they were facing like Ninja Warriors or something like that. I can't remember what it was called, but they go back in time and they wear those funny little samurai outfits. That's what it reminds me of. That's what his outfit reminds me of. Later, Brandon, thank you for joining us, dude.
I know we're not on to SmackDown yet, but when I seen that headband and he got his hair like all spiked up, I was like, was he trying to be Zack Ryder? Or like, what the hell's going on here?
Right. All right, Alex, your thoughts. Main event. You're one of the Seth Rollins biggest fans on the show, other than, our big guy, Texas Kid for life.
I'm talking right now.
Your thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good match. I know I always say at least really Balor, Seth Rollins again, but they still pull out some great matches. In terms of Balor, why the hell is he smiling so much? It's just so annoying. And I said this in January, and I wasn't on Get the Tables before, but I haven't had faith in what they're doing with Balor since 2017. When they gave him the club, I knew it was just to make us happy for a week or two, and you saw what happened. What they did with it, nothing. So I don't know what's going on with Balor. You could say he could turn heel, but I don't really know. In terms of Seth Rollins, though, man, he was so damn over, and he has been. I just want to get this out real quick. Like, he was a great heel. He turned babyface, and he was really struggling. And then ever since that gauntlet match, he's really hit his stride. Honestly, I'm ready for him to drop the Intercontinental title and get into a summer feud with Brock Lesnar. I think he's ready.
He did mention Brock during a promo on Raw, saying that he's here every night, unlike Brock, and saying that pretty much the IC title is the championship of Raw, which is kind of true in that kind of point, if you want to look at it that way. But yeah, Rollins has been killing it. Like you said, the last couple of months, Rollins has been absolutely great on Raw. He's been putting out some really good matches. I'm curious to see who they have him feud with after the Miz match on Sunday night. I'm curious to see who gets the IC title chance.
Anyone with Balor.
Maybe Elias. Maybe, I don't know who else you can name. There's a lot of guys on that roster who has a shot to face Seth Rollins in the next couple of weeks. So we'll see. Oh, Ambrose as well. Ambrose is soon going to be coming back as well. I'm sure that I can't wait. I miss Ambrose. I can't wait to have him back on Raw. So we'll see what happens with that. So let's get our rating fingers ready.
Real quick,
Go ahead.
on the Republican primary. Hello?
Yeah, I hear you.
Kane won the Republican primary.
Nice.
Oh, Kane won?
He won the Republican primary. This just came out 10 minutes ago.
Oh, all right. Well, all that hard work paid off for Kane.
The Republican primary by 17 votes.
All right. Congratulations to Kane. That's awesome.
On to the next one, guys.
Yeah, man. All that work that he's been doing is finally paying off.
He needs to wear the mask if he wins.
I mean, that's cool that it's that people take him serious. They're not keeping him as, the Kane gimmick wrestler from WWE, but they're
what probably put him over the top. I'm thinking his dental plan.
Right?
His dental plan, yeah. What's up, Taylor? How you doing tonight, man? Thank you for joining us on this Tuesday evening. Hope you're doing well. So yeah, let's rate Raw from last night. It was a go-home show to Backlash. Again, I want to give the WWE roster itself major props for the last couple of weeks. These schedule that they've had, from going to South Africa to back to the U.S., from the U.S. to Saudi Arabia, back to Canada. After they go to after Backlash, I believe they have another overseas tour in the UK. So these guys are just all over the place. So huge props to these guys being away from their families, their dogs, their pets, their loved ones, whatever. It's a huge sacrifice that they do for us, for the fans. And you just got to support them regardless if you hate them or like them. And they do a lot for us fans. So props to the WWE. But anyways, Alex, Raw rating from last night. I think last week's Raw ratings weren't very good. I even told y'all myself that I fell asleep during Raw. So that's just how good Raw has not been the last couple of weeks. So, Alex, your thoughts?
I'll give it a 2.5 out of 5. The main event.
2.5?
Yeah, main event was good. The women's match was good with Riot and Banks was good, and KO and Sam as always. But overall, it's suffering from being in limbo until after Backlash.
Yeah, the roster shakeup definitely is putting a lot of things on halt right now.
Yep.
With how hard they can go on shows and stuff like that. Justin, you even care to rate this show? I mean, if you fall asleep on it, it can't be that great.
Well, I watched like the first 2.5 hours, so I guess no, about 2 hours. Anyway, Raw's not going to be better until Brock Lesnar loses the title. Once he loses the title, Raw will get significantly better. With that being said, I give it a 1.5.
Wow. I see a lot of people giving it a 1.5. I think Bob Ruski give it a 2.6. Oh, WWE Gibson stuff's in here. This guy right here, he's always replying to my tweets using GIFs. I like him. He's funny. Bob Ruski agrees with you, Justin. All right, Dave.
Oh, nice.
Your rating on Raw.
Man, this show was utterly terrible and bad. I won't give it a negative number just because I thought the opening segment was really good and that was about it. I'll give it a 0. 0.
Oh, goddamn. All right, so last week's this is to go over last week's Raw ratings. Dave gave it a 4 compared to this week. Alex gave it a 3. I obviously gave it a 1 because I fell asleep. And then Justin gave it a 3. And then this week we get 1, 0, and a 2.
What was last week? I don't even remember last week.
Wow, I give Raw I give it a 3. I mean, it was a solid Raw. I mean,
you're nice, Tony.
I'm being nice. It wasn't that great, but just face it, guys. New Japan took over WWE this last 2 weeks.
Match quality wise, yeah, I'll give you that, but we'll talk about that Saturday.
Yeah, Alex can give you more of an opinion on that than I can. So, yeah, that's Raw. So let's jump to SmackDown Live, which I thought SmackDown Live was just absolutely crumbled a piece of paper and threw it in the goddamn trash can.
And lit that some bitch on fire.
Basically what it was. I don't know if SmackDown Live was like, oh shit, we're up against the NBA playoffs. Are the odds of them watching this show good or bad? Let's just throw it away because that's basically what they did. SmackDown Live was just whoa, nothing to really talk about, but we are because that's what we do on this show. Miz TV opened up SmackDown Live. His guest was Jeff Hardy. He then announced Randy Orton was also a guest on the show. He kind of tried to egg on Randy Orton to try to maybe attack Jeff Hardy, beat him up. Says that Randy Orton has changed. He's not the same Randy Orton that he used to be. I like that. I thought it was pretty funny how he did the same thing with Balor and Rollins when he was on Raw, kind of like trying to get them to go at it.
Tried to egg them on.
Yeah, pretty much. Miz says Randy does not play well with others. This isn't the first time he has been disrespected around here. The old mention of the top 10 list. Remember that? The famous SmackDown top 10 list? When you were picked 9th by your peers. Randy says that is true, but no one really cares about a SmackDown top 10 list, and that's absolutely true. All in all, pretty much led to Shelton Benjamin coming out griping about how he should be in the title match and not The Miz. We ended up getting a tag match out of this, which was Jeff Hardy, Randy Orton, The Miz, and Shelton Benjamin, and you knew what was going to happen. I could have told you this, that Randy Orton and Jeff Hardy were going to get the win, and then after that, Randy Orton was going to RKO Jeff Hardy out of nowhere.
That was easily going to happen.
We had the famous Randy Orton, Jeff Hardy being a team, and then afterwards he gets the RKO out of nowhere. Alex, your thoughts on the opening match between Jeff Hardy, Randy Orton, Miz, and Shelton Benjamin?
I mean, it was what it was. I mean, the crowd was hot for it. Like you guys just said, I think we all called the RKO for the last 3 weeks on Jeff Hardy happening. So, I mean, it should be a good match on Sunday. It's just, Justin, close your ears. I just zone out when Randy Orton gets on my screen.
Boo!
I know. See, that's why I said on Twitter. That's why I said this, and I may get great. He's the most unappreciated wrestler in the WWE. Randy Orton. He is.
Listen, I appreciate what he represents and his prestige, but I'm talking about currently now. He is stale, Tony.
That I can kind of agree with.
Yeah, I agree with you, but that's not his fault, though.
I mean, keep him off TV for a while. Do something different, but he's still on my TV, so I got to call it as it is.
Yeah, bots are in the house. Bots and porn bots are just taking over Periscope. I mean, it seems like when you get a lot of viewership, they just pop in and out, and this just gets annoying.
And somebody just mentioned it perfectly. I am tired of that top 10 list.
That's true, Boston. WWE as a whole is stale. Yeah, right now it is. Right now it is kind of stale. That's hopefully right now with the superstar shakeup that we're going to be getting. Hopefully it gets things more heated up because there's a lot of potential great feuds that we can get. Just imagine some of these WrestleMania matches that we may get next year with the possible guys that are on Raw and SmackDown Live right now.
And please,
it's pretty insane, man, if you think about it.
Please stop bringing up that top 10 list.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, do away with it. Yeah, I agree.
Over it.
Oh, yeah. I think they are done with that top 10 list, if I'm not mistaken. I think they took it off the show.
I heard they talked about it today.
Oh, God. All right, Dave, your thoughts on the opening tag match?
Miz and that opening promo trying to look like Zack Ryder, it was a good promo. One thing I loved about this promo was the fact that he mentioned Daniel Bryan is banned from Miz TV. I love that. Just because it adds fuel to the fire and it adds more keep them away from each other. Just back them up from each other for a while. So that just and Miz keeps antagonizing with using Daniel Bryan's moves and all that, which is really great, which he's been doing all year. So that's been awesome. Of course, The Miz is awesome. So, I mean, it's what he does. I mean, he goes out there and just kills it on the promos. Miz TV was awesome again. And antagonizing Orton to kind of do the whole RKO thing and then telling Jeff Hardy early on, hey, do you think I'm the best Intercontinental Champion ever? What do you think about that loser Rollins on Raw? Just stuff like that was just like classic stuff. And the tag match is kind of obvious. Holler holler. We kind of figured that was going to happen. And I guess I didn't mind SmackDown tonight. I actually thought it was a decent show. I enjoyed some of them, like this tag match I enjoyed, and some of the other stuff I enjoyed as well. But yeah, of course, the RKO out of nowhere. Just think about these three names right now. Jeff Hardy, Randy Orton, and The Miz are all possibly going to be three guys vying for the United States title. I mean, to me, that's bigger than anything they're doing on Raw with the IC title.
Yeah, and I mean, get throwing Shelton Benjamin too. Shelton Benjamin has been doing some great work.
But I'm not.
He doesn't have the prestige as those three guys. But Shelton Benjamin has been doing some solid work, and I'm actually glad that he's actually, even though he did take the pin tonight, he's been taking a little bit of a serious on SmackDown.
Yeah, the only reason is because he's not on their level at all. Not saying he can't. He's a top level main eventer. He's just not nowhere near Jeff Hardy, Miz, or Randy Orton.
That I agree with.
Right. All right, Dustin, your thoughts?
Yeah, I like the opening segment, and I liked how Miz was trying to drive a wedge between Jeff Hardy and Orton. But Orton goes, "Hey, he interrupted me first, so I did it back to him, so we're cool." And Miz is like, "Really, y'all are cool now?" Blah blah blah, whatever. And he goes, "You need to hit Hardy with an RKO right now." And of course, you had Orton say, "Well, no one tells me when to strike. I strike when I want to strike." And now you have Miz putting that chair in between them, acting all scared. So, which I thought that was pretty funny. He does not want none of Randy Orton or the RKO. So I thought that opening segment was good. Miz was fired just like always, like he always is on the mic, and the match was pretty predictable. So it is.
I think we all knew that Randy Orton and Jeff Hardy were going to get the win and basically see some sort of RKO at the end, which we did. RKO to send the crowds home happy. Unless you're a big fan of Jeff Hardy. We also had the Bar finally show up on SmackDown Live. They had a little backstage segment with New Day. And then we had the match made for Sheamus versus Xavier Woods. We also had some conflict going on, folks. Rusev backstage with Aiden English. We finally see Lana back on SmackDown Live after she's been away for a little while. She pretty much says that something needs to change. Not really making any hints on who she was talking about, but it seemed like she was mentioning Aiden English. So
Yoko. No, that's
what?
Say that again.
I said Yoko Lana is in her name.
Oh, Yoko Lana. Yeah, she seems like she's trying to break Aiden English and Rusev apart. So I guess we got to see what happens after that, after the Backlash pay-per-view, to see what goes after that. Big E likes making people uncomfortable backstage. Yeah, Big E makes me laugh, man.
Yep.
He's just funny. I would love to hang out with Big E just for like a day. I bet he would make you piss your pants laughing. Cass is in the ring for an interview. He says he's from New York City, where they carry a lot of stereotypes, like they're not friendly to other people that they think they're better than everyone else. Well, they are, and he says he's better than everyone in the crowd and better than Daniel Bryan. And we forgot to mention that Daniel Bryan was not on SmackDown Live because of the chops to the chest. They said that doctors would not let him wrestle tonight because they were worried about, I guess, his chest getting infected. Is that even possible, Alex, from all those slaps to the chest?
Yeah, if you introduce it to infection.
Oh, you're breaking up a little bit.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, when you irritate the skin and you open it up like the way that Roddy did, yeah, you can invite bacteria and cause an infection.
Yeah, so they were not having him on the show, and it is a true storyline going because I saw someone put on Twitter that he was supposed to interrupt the promo tonight with Cass, and he did not, as everybody saw. He said that a real WWE superstar is 7 feet tall and he has super strength. This is Vince McMahon talking right here. A real WWE superstar is 7 feet tall and has super strength, and they all know might makes right, which is the complete opposite of Daniel Bryan, who is small and weak. And when he faces Daniel Bryan, they're not going to get a 5-star match. They're going to get a 5-second match. They're not going to get fancy moves. He doesn't even need time to prepare. And why wait for Backlash? He ends up calling out Daniel Bryan, which ended up being a a mini Daniel Bryan of some sort. He ends up just beating his ass, and that was that. That was that segment. Quick thoughts on that, Alex?
Props. I'll give Big Cass. Like we just said, he's doing better than Corbin is. I mean, the crowd was like really trying to boo him, and instead of like getting affected by it when he did his previous heel turn last year, he actually spoke over them and he got through it. And in terms of what was written for him, I didn't really care for, but I thought his execution was good. What I really loved was how he was able to turn that switch when he was getting ready to give that big boot to the Bryan whatever. And yeah, he's getting heat, man. He's getting heat, guys. So I think he will be a big thing later down the road on SmackDown.
And I'm going to say this. I don't think this will be a match of the night, but I think it could be that silent match that everybody talks about.
Dark horse.
Yeah, dark horse, or just a match that people are going to be the most impressed with. I think a lot of people are kind of down on Cass. They don't really believe in him as a singles wrestler, and I think he'll prove himself. And I think Daniel Bryan might be that guy to help him get along that way.
Well, here's the thing. They kind of booked themselves in a corner because this is Daniel Bryan's first pay-per-view singles match, and you want to build Big Cass. So who wins, who loses, Do they do a DQ, match stoppage, things like that?
Yeah, maybe a DQ might be the smartest thing to do. Cass gets disqualified. Maybe he goes a little bit nuts or crazy. Justin, your thoughts on Big Cass promo tonight?
I thought it was pretty good. And also, another great deal like this happened in Montreal 13 years ago where the great Shawn Michaels called out a little mini Bret Hart, if y'all remember that correctly.
Oh, yes. Keep reminding us how much of a dick Shawn is.
Nope, that was amazing. I mean, Cass just
easier for us. Thank you, Justin.
No, Cass just had to copy it. I mean, Shawn Michaels did it first, and they did it again tonight. So.
Oh gosh, y'all are something else.
That mini Bret Hart was funny as hell, though.
It was.
That shit was funny.
But did you enjoy Cass's promo? Your thoughts on him?
I did, for sure. Yeah, he's gotten, I wouldn't say a lot better on the mic, but he's definitely better than what he was when he was with Enzo. So, I mean, he can only go up from here. And I think Daniel Bryan's going to help him out with that.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Dave?
Yeah, like you said earlier, Tony, I haven't tweeted about this. I don't know if anyone's seen it, but I still tweeted about saying, man, this is all Vince McMahon. Oh, he doesn't look like a normal wrestler. We're giant and larger than life. And yeah, that whole type of thing. And that was just like, okay, this is totally Vince. This scares me that they're actually going to have Cass beat Daniel Bryan when he should. That's what scares me about that right there. I don't think he should beat him, but he is getting heat. He's getting real heat. And obviously he was injured. The reason his promo wasn't better, than it has been, because he's been watching his girlfriend cut amazing promos every week. So it's easy to get better when you watch someone who knows how to do it.
His ex-girlfriend, Dave. His ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm sorry, I don't with wrestlers' relationships. Last time I heard they were dating. I guess I love her. He found someone way better than him. Good for her.
Damn.
Jeez.
Teach 7 foot tall.
I think Dave wants to ship him and Carmella.
Well, I guess Big Cass couldn't keep Carmella, and you can't teach that.
Oh, wow.
Bro.
There you go. Look at Dave. All right, so they also last night they announced that the Nakamura and AJ Styles match will be a no disqualification match now. So how many low blows will we see this Sunday night? That's the question. I will get y'all's predictions this Saturday night. We also had AJ come down to the ring to address Nakamura, wanting him to apologize.
Nakamura.
Yeah,
Nakamura wanted AJ,
Yeah, Nakamura wanted AJ to apologize, so Renee Young was interviewing him. Pretty much said that he should have left Nakamura sucking sand in Saudi Arabia. Nakamura ruined his WrestleMania, and then he took away a match against Daniel Bryan. Nakamura then went after his friend and tried to injure him. On Sunday, you can throw the rules out the window because he can break them too. AJ says low blows will be the least of Nakamura's worries. you will find pieces of Shinsuke in New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. The look on Nakamura's face will be the look of torture. Which then led to Samoa Joe, of all people, coming down and saying that after he gets rid of Roman Reigns, that he's going to come after AJ Styles and his title. So that is something to very much look forward to, because we haven't seen those two guys in a one-on-one match in years, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll go with you first, Dave. Your thoughts of this segment with AJ, Nakamura, and Joe, because Nakamura did end up getting another low blow on AJ Styles to end that segment.
Yeah, it's crazy what they're doing here. I mean, man, AJ better be careful, because Canada might be having pieces of AJ laying around tonight. I mean, jeez. And the way Nakamura grabbed his low blow arm, he's like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
That I'll mention how this compared to Balor when he had the club. The club was never used that well with Balor. Look how they're already being used in this rivalry with Nakamura. Bring how he beat up his best friend in front of him and all that, or one of his best friends right in front of him. And it's just like they're already using those guys better on SmackDown than they ever did on Raw. And they've only been there 2 weeks. And my favorite part of this is Samoa Joe coming out. And, man, Joe and AJ. I mean, I didn't know if we were watching SmackDown or TNA. I was like, holy shit, this TNA or SmackDown. I mean, geez. I mean, that's a match all of us want to see. And only if Christopher Daniels could sign with SmackDown only. But nope, we'll get the one-on-one match. I mean, but this is going to be good eventually. Whenever it happens, they can wait as long as they want. As long as it happens within the year, they can take their time. Because this is going to be good, and it's going to be fun to watch when it happens finally. And eventually we're going to get EY and Sanity showing up, so it's really going to be good. Yeah. And, of course, his boy.
Yeah, that definitely a lot of matches Samoa Joe definitely could be in. It's exciting. Alex, your thoughts?
I mean, nothing really to comment on AJ's promo itself. I am happy that this is made into a no DQ, because hopefully this means Sunday we'll actually get to see a complete match. But Budweiser, I think, mentioned that they kind of left things open for maybe something else to happen. So we'll see. But before we get into Joe, I just
welcome.
Yeah, just before we get into Joe, I just want to give props to Nakamura. I mean, he's killing it, man. I mean, yes, the extended low blow, but the way that he just comes across, and the way he teased the Kinshasa, let the crowd get excited, and then not give it to them, only to do it later. The little things, And as for Joe coming out, yeah, we all marked that. I had to message Dave to make sure he was breathing, because I knew he was excited. And yeah, obviously, I really want to see Samoa Joe versus AJ Styles. I'll go as far as say Samoa Joe should be the one to dethrone AJ.
Ooh, okay, we'll see. I think we're gonna have a title change on Sunday, but I'll finish that on. I'll finish that on Saturday.
You can't go wrong with either guy winning the title, though. I mean, Nakamura winning, that'd be awesome. AJ keeps it, that'd be awesome. I mean, it's a win-win, really. Joe versus any of these two guys would be awesome.
What's up, Dre? How you doing tonight, dude? Yes, salute to Mr. Brandon Apter, who's joining us tonight. Remember Brandon Apter making that cameo appearance at WrestleMania weekend? That was a good time, good times. All right, Justin, your thoughts?
I enjoyed it. I mean, whenever freaking Samoa Joe came out, I was like, holy shit, we're getting these two, talking right now on SmackDown, which they probably haven't seen each other like in the ring on TV since probably TNA, I'm sure. So I'm more interested in this match than I am with Nakamura. I could care less about the match with Nakamura. So.
You were, Brandon. You were. Yeah. So I mean, it's something to very much get you excited for, because it definitely can. Yeah, it's something to very much look forward to. I cannot wait to see Samoa Joe and AJ Styles eventually go one-on-one in the ring. But I think Budweiser put in the chat room, bitter old rivalry, and that is basically it. That is definitely a way to explain it. That is a bitter old rivalry. The fullest. Next, we have Sheamus taking on Xavier Woods in a one-on-one match. I actually enjoyed it. Sheamus takes the loss. Xavier gets the win. Looks like we're going to probably see a Bar and New Day feud in the next couple of weeks. Yes, Dre, they are teasing AJ and Joe. Yes, they are teasing it at least. Your thoughts, Alex, on the Sheamus and Xavier match?
Yeah, it was a good match. I'm more excited for if we get Big E versus Cesaro next week. In terms of the potential feud coming down the road, honestly, I'm done with the Bar. I'm ready for Cesaro to get a singles run again. The Bar is kind of just, done everything they can, and now they're on SmackDown. Think about it. They've already faced the Usos at Survivor Series. They faced the New Day before. The Bar versus Bludgeon Brothers doesn't really do anything for me, so I'm just, like I said, I'm just ready for Sanity to come in and shake things up.
Yeah, I think Cesaro and Sheamus eventually are going to break up. I think it's going to happen eventually. I think the Bar, like you said, has run its course. Probably see eventual breakup, probably not soon, but in the near future. What about you, Justin? Your thoughts? Sheamus versus Xavier.
I thought it was just an okay match. I didn't really. I mean, I wasn't into it. So I didn't really care for it.
Okay. All right. Dave?
Yeah, I thought it was a good match. And what Alex is saying, a breakup with the Bar, yeah, I could see that. And I would love to get, I know here we go again, Cesaro and AJ, Cesaro and Joe. I mean, so many potential great matches with Cesaro. Sheamus, too. Don't get me wrong. Sheamus is great, too. He could have some great matches with some guys, too. But just to see those ex-ROH guys going at it, it's just always fun to me in the WE. It's just, yeah. And I can't remember if Sheamus and Woods ever had a match before, one-on-one. So, I mean, if they have, it's been a while. So I kind of enjoy their little stuff they did together backstage, too. So, yeah. I like what they're doing here, and it was nice to see something different on SmackDown. I thought, Sheamus versus Woods, that was a different match.
Yeah, something you haven't seen in quite some time. They also had a backstage segment with Rose, DeVille, and Paige. Paige pretty much says that Absolution is dead, and that next week Mandy Rose will be taking on Becky Lynch in a one-on-one match. So that's going to be interesting to see what they come out with next week. Are they just going to be Sonya Deville, Mandy Rose? Are they going to have a new group name? New theme music I'm expecting as well. So, thanks, Mike Drop. Thank you for joining us. Everybody else seems to be okay. If it's froze up anybody, let me know. But everybody seems to be okay. Thank you. All right, so everybody seems to be okay. Also, we had a Cien Almas and Vega promo video package last night on SmackDown Live. Didn't announce anything new about them. Just said that they're coming soon. So that's something else to look for. I know Alex really enjoyed that. I'm sure he can't wait to see Cien Almas on his TV screen. More Zelina Vega, I'm sure. Let's get to this 6 women's tag match. Yay, everybody. The 6 women's tag matches are back. Yay. Woohoo, woohoo. But the only thing different about it was we actually saw different women in the matches this time. We saw Charlotte, Becky Lynch, and Asuka take on Carmella and the Iconics. This was the first ever 1,000th women tag match on SmackDown Live, I'm pretty sure. That is exactly true, DX. Dave, your thoughts on the main event of SmackDown Live?
I thought it was a pretty good match. I liked the story they were kind of telling with this. Graves a little bit, I guess, but he wasn't as bad as he was on Raw. So he was okay tonight, but his whole talking about Asuka's career is over. She lost her streak and all that crap. I was like, okay, Graves. Which is odd to me how they had the match end. It really was. I thought the match was pretty good. Maybe I'm the only one who did. I enjoyed SmackDown tonight, but I mean, having Asuka make Peyton, I know just how we were making Peyton Royce tap out was just like, why not just have Becky Lynch take the loss again? It would make more sense to have the heels get more heat again and have them winning going into a big pay-per-view instead of having Asuka make. I know they're not going to face each other. I'll make Asuka do it on the pay-per-view, but I mean, to me, it made no sense to have Asuka giving Peyton Royce her first loss, I think, on TV. So I mean, it made little sense to do it like that, and they are very annoying. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I thought it was a good match and a good main event. Charlotte doing her crazy moonsault on the outside is always fun to watch. Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, I thought all the women looked good. I actually thought the heels were going to win because they kept pulling everyone away from Becky. So, yeah, I mean, I thought it was a good match. The finish was interesting. It was a good finish, making her tap out. I guess that's what you want to do. But whatever.
Okay. Solid main event from Dave. Alex, your thoughts?
It was good. Again, I'm just over Asuka being best friends with Charlotte. Makes no sense to me, but we'll see what happens with that. Yeah, I mean, you guys all know I've beaten this like a dead horse how I feel about Becky Lynch. So there's that. Yeah, I agree with Dave in terms that the Iconics have both eaten a loss. Like since being debuted, Billie Kay to Charlotte, and now Peyton tapping out to Asuka. So nothing really there. I'm actually excited for Carmella and Charlotte. I know Carmella has a lot of detractors, so I'm hoping, even with the shenanigans, we're probably going to see Sunday that she gets a good showing and prove people wrong. I think she's gonna turn a lot of heads with this run of hers.
She already does.
That is very true. All right, Justin, your thoughts on the main event of SmackDown Live?
I liked it. I thought all 6 of the women told a good story, and of course, Charlotte with the moonsault. She's always amazing doing stuff like that. She's so damn good in the ring. I just hated that Peyton Royce had to take the pin. I honestly thought that either Peyton Royce or Billie Kay was going to pin Asuka and beat her again. Just the way they keep saying that we beat Asuka, we beat Asuka. Yeah. I thought that she was going to lose again.
Another thing that was really
play up to that.
Yeah.
Really quick, Tony, I think another thing that even Texas Kid would complain about is how they made when Asuka got in there with Billie, she was terrified. I mean, so I think Texas Kid would complain about that, but I mean, I could see that gripe because you're making she's so afraid of Asuka, but yeah, I mean, really hurting their newcomers, in my opinion, make them lose so much.
Yeah.
Anything else, Justin? Go ahead.
Well, the only thing I was going to say, I kind of got freaked out is whenever Asuka had her on the ground, bending her backwards, Peyton Royce's knee kind of didn't go with it. I was like, oh, crap, watch her get hurt right here. But yeah. Her knee got out of it, but that was kind of there for a second.
I'm sure Texas Kid is watching that part in slow-mo right now.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was SmackDown Live. Don't forget, we will be live Thursday night, everybody. Again, Thursday night will be our Impact on Pop and NXT post shows. Impact seems like it's going to be a pretty solid show, so we'll be live right after Impact is off the air. So let's get to our SmackDown Live ratings. We'll go with you first, Justin. SmackDown Live, and just to go over last week's SmackDown Live ratings, they were not very well, other than Dave. Dave gave SmackDown Live a 5, but I gave it a 1, Justin a 1.5, and Alex gave it a 0. So this week, Alex, what do you give SmackDown Live?
I'll give it a 1 just for Samoa Joe and AJ Styles.
Wow. 1.5 from Budweiser. Okay, Dave.
I will give it another 5 because I enjoyed this show.
Whoa!
Damn it.
Another 5.
I'll defend my booking or my rating because I thought from top to bottom, we complained before how SmackDown was just getting so boring and lazy. I don't think tonight was a boring show. I thought they put matches. I thought the matches could have been shorter because you could have got more stuff done. But the opening match to the end match, I thought was a very good show. From top to bottom, I thought they put together a good show. It wasn't overbooked or it wasn't kind of boring like Raw was last night.
Wow. Okay. Wow. A 5. Okay. Justin?
I'm gonna keep the trend going. I'm gonna give it a 1.5.
Okay,
I don't know what it is with them right now, but their go home shows for the last 3 or 4 months have been absolute shit. For whatever reason, their go home shows have all sucked these last couple months. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It looks like Bob Ruski agrees with Dave. Okay, all right.
Not Joe and AJ Styles. Come on. That's a
nice little moment. I'm not going to give SmackDown Live a 5, but it was definitely better than Raw.
Did you fall?
I did not fall asleep. I'm going to give it a 2.5.
Dave, we're
not as bad as San Antonio Go Away show. Well, you know what, Red Sox fan? Fuck you, all right? All right? When we have our match, you're going down. Trust me. Bring Okada, Tanahashi.
I may make an appearance. Shit, who knows?
All your Yokozuna, the Samoans. Bring all who you want. All I need is HBK, John Cena, and I'll bring in Roman Reigns.
If he brings the Samoans, you're not going over.
So, yeah, so that's our – yeah, and Justin's right. On the go-home shows lately, they just haven't been really clicking lately. I'm not sure if they just don't want to go all out or what, but, yeah, it just hasn't been really clicking lately. So, yeah, that's our post-show for tonight. Wow, thank you guys again. keeping our streak continuing. We hit over 1,400 views tonight. Amazing.
Oh, by the way, Tony?
Yeah.
So the chest infection with Daniel Bryan is actually a storyline because after SmackDown 205 Live, Daniel Bryan faced Nakamura in a 7 to 10 minute match with a lot of submissions, and the crowd was going crazy, and it ended with the DQ.
Damn it.
I wish I was in fucking Canada. That's what SmackDown gets a 5. No, SmackDown gets a 10. You have the two of the best wrestlers in the world wrestling on a dark match after SmackDown.
That nobody.
Nakamura and Bryan. Wow.
Didn't see. No, damn you, Montreal.
Yeah. And
They
I
screwed us this
know
time.
they did say on 205 Live that no, it was not live, Dreo. It was a dark match. They said that there was supposed to be a returning wrestler coming to 205 Live tonight. I haven't seen any notifications. So if anybody knows who was returning tonight, let us know in the chat before we end tonight's show. We can let you guys know, or we won't
Buddy
be
Murphy.
Was it Buddy Murphy?
That's what I read earlier.
He didn't leave.
Let's see. It wasn't Enzo. Get the hell out.
That's what I read on Wrestling Inc. It was going to be Buddy Murphy, and
I know it says WWE Murphy returns to action against the Heart of 205 Live Mustafa on the WWE Network. That's all it really says. I guess maybe he did return, or I don't know.
He made
It's been announced that on next week edition, Mustafa Ali will go one-on-one against former NXT champion Buddy Murphy. So that should be a good match.
Yeah.
Why not Dar? Damn it! Yeah, isn't he hurt? Isn't Dar hurt?
Yeah, he tore his ACL, I think, a while ago.
Yeah, he has an MC. He had surgery on his MCL, so he should be back anytime soon. Honestly.
Yeah. So this Saturday night show, people, we're gonna have a lot. Did any of you expected Neville to return? Yes, a little bit. We have a lot to talk about on Saturday night show, a lot of news and notes to touch on Saturday. And then Thursday night, everybody, will be our Impact and NXT post shows. You'll be going live right after Impact is over. A couple of minutes after Impact is over, we got some huge matches going on that night. And Pentagon is probably going to be on the show as well. So we'll touch on that.
Tony, if anyone's interested, Saturday night, I believe Saturday night at 8. Impact Wrestling is doing another Twitch show on Saturday night.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, so Impact will be doing another Twitch show on Saturday night. So if you guys are interested, yes, Rosemary versus Sue Young on Impact.
That's going to be a good
Thursday.
match. That's going to be really good.
That should be good. And then I think we have a 6-man tag match as well. So we'll touch on Impact as well as NXT on Thursday. And then Saturday night, everybody, will be our Shoot the Shit Saturday night show. And Sunday night, yes, we will be live again on Sunday night with Backlash post show. I think as well as Alex will hopefully joining in as well if he can. If not, I'm sure he'll call in of some sort.
Yep.
To give us his live reactions of Backlash. Don't forget to follow him on Periscope as well and on Twitter, because I'm sure he'll be periscoping while he's there, taking pictures and doing all that cool stuff. And again, thank you guys for keeping the streak alive. Again, we hit over 1,000 views again. I'm sure with the replay viewers and everybody, we'll get over 2,000 views. So I'm excited. Oh, your iPad died, Justin? Oh, that sucks. So Justin has left the show. But Justin gives his regards, though. I'm excited to talk about Impact. I'm getting more into Impact, and I'm excited to talk about NXT. We got New Japan to touch on Saturday. I'm going to check out the Jay White and the Finlay match this week, so I can definitely give my thoughts on it.
Now, if you got Japan for Access TV for New Japan, today I just watched the match that we all wanted to see at the Cruiserweight Classic, which was Zack Sabre Jr., the guy you introduced me to, kind of, and Ibushi, Kota Ibushi, one-on-one. It was a really good match. If anyone has on demand, go check it out. It's on there and watch it, because that's a really good match.
Oh yeah, definitely. Impact is better with Callis taking over. Yeah.
Damn right.
Yeah. Yes, I agree with you on that.
It's not just Callis, but yeah.
A lot of factors to it. There's a lot of factors to why Impact has gone better. Oh, we forgot to talk about the Bray and Woken Hardy promo. That is very true. I thought that was good stuff. That was good stuff. That was good stuff. So, again, thank you for all this viewership tonight. I really appreciate you guys getting us over 1,500 views. Let's do a quick shout out to everybody who came in here throughout the Super Hearts, came in here and interacted with us throughout the whole show. We had about 30 viewers the whole night, in and out, back and forth. Y'all guys are awesome. Red Sox fan, as much as you give me hell, thank you for joining us, man. Really appreciate all your support. Blizzside, Jeff Cross, Kevin, Truth and Loyalty, Adam Awesome, Bob Aruski. That's a bot. Chris Harris, Mr. Andre, another damn bot. How do bots give hearts? How is that even possible? Gloria Daniel, thank you for joining us. Stone Cold, which is AKA Budweiser, and there's 10 more viewers that I cannot say. So thank you guys for watching. Jody Mania is in here. Bliss, I said. Everybody, Professor Harris, thank you guys. Oh, yeah, and quick highlight in the news, mark out moment. Eric Bischoff followed Get the Tables podcast here on Periscope. So that was a definite mark out moment for all of us to find out that Eric Bischoff not only checked out one of our replays last week, but he also followed the show. And hopefully we'll have him on the show sometime in the future. Looking forward to that. Did he flip you off on Twitch? Oh, after you follow him? No, he did not. But yeah, so huge things. Again, we got the VIP silver status on Periscope. We got Eric Bischoff following us, giving us shout outs. I mean, the only thing up is getting these shirts out and for you guys. So looking forward to that. So before we wrap up, Dave, Alex, anything? I know Alex is waiting for Sunday night. He can't wait. I'm sure he's super excited for Backlash.
Well, I think there's only one way to end tonight's show.
And what's that? Yeah, I can play it for us. Everybody, everybody wants to dance on the way out, so we could. Oh wait, we gotta mute that. We'll mute that. Oh God, we'll mute that again. But yeah, I think everybody's waiting. Anything you're excited for this Sunday, Alex?
Obviously Sunday. I think I said it before. I never got to see Daniel Bryan live during the Yes moment. Anytime I went to see his shows when he was general manager or prior to the Yes movement. So obviously I'm going to be very excited for that. I'm going to be excited to see Samoa Joe and Seth Rollins actually live for the first time. So that's going to be a big thing for me. And AJ Nakamura, man, that's still, as a fan, that's still going to be big for me live. And yeah, so regardless of what people think about the card, there's nothing like seeing a show live. You can't beat that experience.
Oh, the love for the YouTubers. I can't see who's in the chat room. So, Alex, give a shout-out to who's in the chat room.
All right, let's see who we got. I know Babaruski, Jody Mania, Mavs fan Brian, Texas Kid for Life. They are the ones currently interacting with me. And I know there's a couple of viewers that are kind of going in and out. So thank you for your interactions. Thank you for coming here.
Come on, everybody wants to dance.
Well, Texas Kid, I know I just gave you a thank you, but also fuck you. And tomorrow, guys, NXT, just a quick preview since Tony and Dave will be talking about Thursday. TM61 versus Street Profits. I think Kona Reeves is re-debuting. Bianca Belair versus Candice LeRae. And we've got Pete Dunne versus Roderick Strong, I know. And then obviously Impact, we got Rosemary versus Su Yung, which I'm very excited for. So get ready for Thursday, guys. This could be a fun show.
Yeah, should we just play No Way Jose theme song through the whole show? I mean, geez, we should just play this song the whole show. I think everybody would come in here. All right, so thank you everybody again for joining us on this Tuesday night. Thank you for watching SmackDown Live with us, live tweeting with everybody. Y'all are awesome. And so fast.
I'm actually looking forward to Jeff Hardy and Randy Orton because that's a fresh match right there. We've seen this in over 10 years.
Yeah, it's been wow, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting Sunday night. So don't forget, yes, like Alex said, yes, go Spurs, go. Saturday night, we will be playing. Saturday night will be the Shoot the Shit show, which will be more of our predictions.
Yep.
So, yeah, I cannot wait. So anything last thoughts before we leave?
No, guys. I mean, it's pay-per-view week. Let's just hope that we enjoy what we're gonna get the rest of the week, and after Backlash, hopefully we'll see something different from Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah, I agree. Dave, anything else?
No, that should be it. We'll see you Thursday.
Yes, thank you everybody from YouTube. If you haven't already, go follow us on YouTube. Get the Tables Podcast on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. Trying to get to as many subscribers as we can. Thank you again for Periscope, for y'all coming in here and joining us. Thank you, Red Sox fan, as always. Biased WWE guys playing non-WWE stuff. Always Red Sox fan. We love you, dude. We love you. Saturday night, I will play a New Japan Pro Wrestling song. How about that? We love you, though, Red Sox fan.
Run that with me first, please.
Oh, okay.
I want to scare away potential New Japan viewers.
No, that's for Red Sox fan. You should play Cody Rhodes' theme.
Oh God.
Red Sox fan, we don't want you going anywhere, dude. We want you to come on the show one time, man, so you can bash us verbally. That'd be even better. Thank you again, Texas Kid for Life, Mass fan. I think Bob Baruski was in there. You said who else was in there?
Jody Mania.
Jody Mania. Thank you guys. Y'all are awesome. I don't know what else. You're not going anywhere, Red Sox fan. You and Alex have too much of a bond. Y'all guys are not going anywhere.
I'm getting good feedback on YouTube too. A lot of anyone that's been there said like the streaming quality is definitely like primo there. So good shit.
Yes. Well, that's good to hear. Thank you, everybody. Please, if you haven't joined us on YouTube, we will hit the Twitch at the end of the summer. And thank you guys for all your support, all y'all replay viewers, all the new followers. We'll be doing a giveaway very, very shortly. Again, once we hit 800 followers on Periscope, we will do another big giveaway. I'm talking about a big giveaway. So thank you guys again. Thank you for all the viewership on YouTube. Thank you, Alex, Dave, and Justin staying up late. No, I will not ignore the chat, Red Sox fan. Y'all guys are great. Y'all are awesome. And you guys have a great rest of the week. And y'all be good. All right, guys. Thank you guys for joining us. And we will see you and Red Sox fan and everybody else Thursday night. Thank you, everybody. If I can, there we go.
Hey.